Begin with printing the models, and after we washed and cured them, we go ahead with the airbrush and prime. Then we go in with the darker browns and rust effects, because we will use the AK Interactive medium scratch medium to make cool rust effects later. Pouring in some and then airbrushing the entire model with the medium, and immediately after that is dry, you go in with the color that you want the model to be, and in my case that is a Toonking kind of green. I airbrush the entire model with this, because later we can use a towel or something that it's wet to activate the medium beneath this color, and when that is wet we can use whatever we want to scratch. Scratchity scratch. I wanted to try out these. You kind of glue them on and then you can paint over them with the airbrush or with the regular brush, and I tried this with the airbrush the first time. It didn't turn out the way I wanted to, so I used them with a regular brush in the upcoming sections, we'll see later. Here I'm using a wet paper towel and then a toothpick to make some cool scratches. It makes for realistic kind of effects. I like this method, but at the same time I think I could make it faster with dry brushing, like dry brush rust, instead of doing all of this nonsense. Starting to look pretty good, but I think we need to darken it down. So let's move on with the oils. I'm using the cheapest possible oil black mixed with the matte thinner from AK to make a cool matte wash. I absolutely drench the models in this, and after 20 minutes perhaps I wipe it off with makeup sponges, paper towels. You probably heard this before, but the main selling point for oil washes is that they are better than contrast to getting in those nooks and crevices, and you have so much control on where you want to keep it when you wipe it off with a makeup sponge, and especially in combination with the thinner you can just remove any part of the oil that you don't want to keep, which keeps the highlight very clean, but the darkest parts very dark. Here I'm using the oil sponge to make a cool ass 7 with the stencils from before. And while we're at it, why not highlight it back, some of the upper parts of the vehicle. It came out really well, I think, with the kind of worn out paint effect. Dirty down rust is a dirty down must in my painting vocabulary, and I use it for everything. Here I'm just putting it everywhere, because why the hell not? huge thank you to Mr. Jarr for trusting us with his models. You can get these models and much more on his cults, and you get 10% off if you use the code TrenchTalk. Thank you, sir.